Welcome to my expat stories. Right, this one's a bit different because Marty's not your typical bloke who got scammed. He's not bitter. He's not devastated. He's just sat in a Bristol pub 3 years later going, yeah, fair play to her, really. Which either makes him the most zen man alive or the biggest mug in England. You decide. Don't forget to hit subscribe because these stories get wild. Here's Marty. So I'm sat in the Bag of Nails in Bristol last Tuesday, yeah? Having a pint with my mate Daz. And he goes, Mark, whatever happened to that Thai bird you were seeing? And I go, oh, Namphon. And he goes, yeah, Namphon, the student one. Yeah, funny story that. This is where it gets interesting. I'm Marty, Martin officially, but no one calls me that except my mum and the tax office. I'm 49, I do IT contracting, freelance, web development mostly. Good money when the work's there, crap money when it's not. Been doing it 20 odd years. Never married. Got close once in my 30s, but she moved to Canada. And that was that. I'm not one of these sad divorced blokes crying into their beer about their ex-wife. I never wanted kids. Never wanted the mortgage and the hedge trimming and the family holidays to Centre Parks. I wanted freedom, wanted to go to gigs, wanted to travel, wanted to do what I want when I want. And mostly I've done that. I went to Thailand first time in 2018. Mate's trip. 5 of us, Bangkok. Koh Samui. Proper lads holiday. Loved it. Went back 6 months later on my own. Chiang Mai that time. Bit more chilled. That's when I met Namphon. I was at a bar near Nimmenheimen. Not a girly bar, proper bar. Craft beers. They had a Stone IPA on tap, which was mental because you can't get that in Bristol. Half the time, I'm sat there scrolling through my phone, and this girl sits next to me. Maybe 24. Jeans, uni hoodie, glasses. Looked like every other student in the world. She goes, you like Stone beer? I go, yeah, can't believe they've got it here. She goes, you American? I laugh. Nah, English. Bristol. Oh, Bristol. I know Bristol. I watch Skins. And that's how it started. Talking about bloody Skins, the TV show. She watched it at uni to practice English. Thought everyone in Bristol was like the characters. I told her they're not far off, to be fair. Her name was Namphon. She was doing a degree at Chiang Mai University. International business. 4th year. Nearly done. She lived in student digs near campus. Shared a flat with 3 other girls. Normal student stuff. She showed me photos on her phone. Her mates. Her tiny room. Her textbooks. It was legit. She wasn't working in a bar. She wasn't asking for drinks. She was just a student having a beer after an exam. We got on. Like, properly got on. She was funny. Bit sarcastic. Took the piss out of me for being old. I took the piss out of her for thinking Bristol was like Skins. We swapped numbers. I said, I'm here for another week. Let's hang out. And we did. Went to the night market. Got food. She showed me her campus, showed me where she studied, the library, the coffee shop where she did her assignments. We went to a gig at some tiny venue. Local Thai band. They were brilliant. She knew all the words. We were both a bit drunk. It was a laugh. Nothing happened that first trip. No romance, no kissing. Just mates. But when I left, she said, stay in touch. I said, yeah, defo. And I did. We messaged. Line mostly. She'd send me memes, I'd send her memes back. She'd complain about her coursework. I'd complain about clients. Normal chat. Nothing weird, nothing pushy. 3 months later, I went back. Told her I was coming. She said, brilliant, let's meet up. And this time it felt different. Still mates. But something else too. We went for dinner. Proper dinner. She wore a dress. I wore jeans and a shirt. Which for me is basically black tie. After dinner, we're walking back to her place and she just goes, you want to come up? And I'm like, yeah. All right. So I did. And yeah, that happened. And it was nice. Really nice. Not transactional. Not weird. Just 2 people who fancied each other. In the morning, she made instant coffee in her tiny kitchen. We sat on her balcony. She showed me her essay she was working on. Marketing strategy. It was proper university work. I read it. It was good. I even gave her some feedback because I used to do marketing websites. She laughed. Said I was a nerd. When I left that trip, it felt like we had something. Not serious, not let's get married or anything mental. Just something nice. Something easy. I liked her, she liked me, we lived in different countries, but so what? I'm freelance, I can work anywhere. She's young, she's got her whole life ahead of her. Let's just see where it goes. That's what I told Daz at the time. I've met this girl. She's at uni. We're just hanging out, seeing what happens. He said, mate, be careful. Thai girls are tricky. I said, nah, she's not like that. She's a student. She's not some bar girl. Famous last words, yeah? But here's the thing. She really was a student. That part wasn't a lie. Everything I saw was real. The university, the coursework, the student flat, the mates. All of it. Real. So what happened? Well, after that second trip, we stayed in touch. Daily messages, video calls. She'd show me her campus. I'd show her Bristol, my flat, my setup. 3 monitors, gaming chair, proper geek stuff. She thought it was cool, said I was like a hacker in a movie. I said, yeah, except I just make websites for plumbers. About 2 months after that trip, she messages me, says she's stressed. Her student loan didn't come through, some admin issue. She's got to pay her tuition for the final semester. 25,000 baht, about 600 quid. But she doesn't have it. Her parents don't have it. She might have to drop out. 1 semester left. After 4 years, she's panicking. I'm like, I'll send it. She goes, what? No, Marty, no. I'm like, why not? It's 600 quid. I made 4 grand last week on a website job. Let me help. She goes, I can't ask you to do that. I'm like, you know, you're not asking, I'm offering. What kind of mate would I be if I let you drop out over 600 quid? So I sent it. She cried on the video call, said she'd pay me back. I said, don't be daft, just finish your degree. And she did, or at least I thought she did, because 2 months later she sends me photos, her in her cap and gown, her mates, her diploma. She'd graduated, international business. She looks buzzing, proper proud. I was proper proud too. Felt good. Like I'd helped someone achieve something real. Not just throwing money at a bar girl. Not just paying for company. I'd helped someone go to university. That's different. That means something. After she graduated, she got a job. Marketing firm in Bangkok. Entry level but decent salary. She moved to Bangkok. Got a flat. Shared with 2 girls. She sent me photos, her new office, her desk. Her building pass. It was all real. She was doing well. We kept in touch. Not as much. She was busy. I got it. New job, new city. But we'd still message every few days. Video call once a week, maybe. She'd tell me about work. I'd tell her about whatever website I was building. Then, about 6 months after she graduated, she messages me, says she wants to do a master's degree. There's a good program at Thammasat University. Marketing management. 1 year. But it's expensive. Tuition plus living expenses. About 300,000 baht for the year. That's a lot. She said, I know, I'm not asking. I'm just telling you what I want to do. I'm trying to save. But 2 weeks later, she messages again, says the application deadline's coming up. Says she's short, she's got some savings, but not enough. Could I help? Just a loan. She'll pay me back when she's done. When she gets a better job with a master's degree. I thought about it. 7 grand. That's not nothing. But also it's an investment. In her future. In education. And if she gets a better job, she'll make more money. It makes sense. It's not a scam, it's just helping someone get ahead. So I sent 4 grand. Said I'd send the rest later. She said thank you. Said I was amazing. Said she wouldn't forget this. 3 months later, she needed another 2 grand for course materials, books, laptop, software. I sent it. 2 months after that, she needed another grand for accommodation. The student halls were more expensive than she thought. I sent it. Over the next year, I sent bits here and there. Rent, food, travel expenses, phone bill. Nothing massive each time. Few hundred quid here, few hundred there, but it added up. By the time her master's programme was finishing, I'd sent about 12 grand total. Not just the tuition. All the bits, all the living costs, all the emergencies that came up. But I didn't mind, because she was doing it. She was getting her master's. She sent me photos of her in lectures, her assignments, her projects. It was all real. She was working hard, and I was helping. That felt good. Then one night I'm scrolling Facebook, not even looking for anything. Just bored. Killing time. And I see a notification. Someone tagged in a photo I might know. I click it. It's Namphon. Graduation photos, master's degree, cap and gown. Big smile. Diploma in hand. She looked brilliant. I'm about to comment well done or whatever when I notice something. There's a bloke next to her. Thai bloke. Maybe 30. Arm around her. She's leaning into him. Proper couple pose. And the caption says, "Finally finished. Thanks to my amazing boyfriend Crit for supporting me through this crazy year." Boyfriend. Crit. I scroll through the comments. Everyone congratulating them. Her mates saying, "Cute couple." Someone saying, 2 years, and still going strong. 2 years. I click on her profile, scroll through her photos, and there he is. Crit. In loads of photos, going back 2 years, maybe more. Beach photos, restaurant photos, apartment photos. Couple photos everywhere. And all the comments from her mates treating them like a proper long-term couple. I sit there staring at my screen. Boyfriend. 2 years. And she never mentioned him. Not once. Not in 2 years of us talking. Not in all those video calls. Not in all those messages. Nothing. I keep scrolling. And then I see another comment on her graduation photo. From some Western bloke. He writes, "So proud of you. All that hard work paid off." I click on his profile. American, maybe 55, lives in California. And he's tagged in loads of Namfon's photos too. At different events, different dinners. Not couple photos, but sponsor vibes, like he's funding something. Then I find another comment. Different Western bloke, British, maybe 60. "Congratulations, your future is bright." And it clicks. She didn't have one sponsor helping her through uni. She had 3. Me, the American, the British bloke. All sending money. All thinking we were helping. All thinking we were special. And her real boyfriend. He was there the whole time, living the life we were funding. So I'm sat there staring at Facebook going, "You absolute muppet, Marty." Because it's all right there, her boyfriend Crit, the American sponsor, the British bloke, me, all in the comments, all congratulating her, all thinking we're part of her success story. And we are, just not in the way we thought. I screenshot everything. The graduation photo, the boyfriend comments, the 2 years strong comment, the other blokes in the comments, all of it. Then I open Line, message Namfon. "Congrats on the Masters. Saw the photos on Facebook. Who's Crit?" 3 dots appear. Disappear. Appear again. Then nothing. I wait an hour. Nothing. I message again. Namfon. "Who's Crit?" This time she replies, "He's my friend." I send her the screenshot. The one where it says, boyfriend. She goes offline. I'm sat in my flat in Bristol. 3 monitors glowing. Half-drunk coffee going cold. And I don't even know. Angry. Nah, not really. Disappointed. Maybe. Mostly I just feel like a dickhead. Because here's the thing. I wasn't in love with her. I wasn't planning to marry her. I wasn't some romantic thinking we'd live happily ever after. I liked her. I thought we had something. Not serious, but something real. Something honest. And now I'm finding out she's had a boyfriend the whole time. And I'm one of 3 blokes funding her education while her real boyfriend gets to enjoy the result. That's the bit that stings. Not that she had a boyfriend. But that I was just, what? A scholarship fund? A walking student loan? My phone pings. It's Namfon. Voice message. I play it. She sounds upset, crying a bit. Says, "Marty, I'm sorry, I should have told you about Crit. But you never asked if I had a boyfriend. You never said we were together. We were just friends. You were helping me. I'm so grateful. But I didn't lie to you. You just didn't ask." And that's technically true. I never asked. We never had the "what are we" conversation. We slept together a few times when I visited. We video called. We messaged. But we never put a label on it. But come on. If you're sleeping with someone, if they're sending you 12 grand over 2 years, you mentioned the boyfriend, right? That's basic decency. I message back. "How many others?" She doesn't reply. I message again. "The American blokes, the British guy in the comments. Are they helping you too?" Still nothing. Fine, I'll find out myself. I go back to Facebook. Find the American. His name's Brad. Lives in San Jose. Works in tech. Divorced, no kids. His profile's pretty open. I scroll through, and there's Namfon in his photos. At a restaurant. At a temple. At her graduation. Different dates, different times. Always just the 2 of them. The comments under his photos, his mates saying things like, "Your Thai girlfriend is beautiful." And him replying, "She's special." Same thing I thought. I find the British bloke. His name's Robert. Lives in Manchester. Retired. Widower. And same thing. Photos with Namfon. Comments about how proud he is. How she's like a daughter to him. how he's happy to support her education. Like a daughter. That's how he justified it. The dad angle. Helping a young woman get an education. Noble, charitable. Not weird at all that he's also taking her to fancy restaurants and beach resorts. I sit back. 3 blokes, 3 different countries, all sending money. All thinking we're special. All thinking we're helping this smart young woman achieve her dreams. And we were. She did get her degrees. She did graduate. And the education was real. The university was real. Everything we funded actually happened. She just didn't mention she had 3 of us doing it, plus a boyfriend who paid nothing and got everything. I called Daz, tell him everything. He's laughing. Not mean laughing, just amazed laughing. He goes, "Mate, that's actually impressive." I go, "What?" He goes, "Think about it. She managed 3 sponsors in different countries, kept you all separate. No one knew about each other. She actually did go to uni. Actually got 2 degrees. That's not a scam. That's project management." I go, "Daz, I sent her 12 grand. He goes, "Yeah, but did you get scammed? Like, she did what she said she'd do. She went to uni. She studied, she graduated. She just didn't mention she had other investors." And that's the thing, that's what makes this so weird. Because technically, she didn't lie. She said she needed money for tuition. She used it for tuition. She said she needed money for her master's. She did a master's. Everything I paid for actually happened. She just let me think I was the only one helping. Let me think it meant more than it did. Is that a scam? Or is that just not volunteering information? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But I want answers. So I message her again. "I found Brad, I found Robert. How much did they send?" This time she replies, "Marty, please, don't be angry. They helped me like you helped me. Everyone helped. I'm grateful to everyone. How much? I don't want to say. Namphon. How much?" Long pause. Then, Brad sent about $10,000 over 2 years. Robert sent about £8,000. You sent £12,000. Plus some other friends helped smaller amounts. I do the maths in my head. Brad's 10 grand. That's about 8,000 quid. Robert's 8 grand. Me, 12 grand. That's £28,000. For a degree and a master's that probably cost about 10 grand total, she made 18 grand profit, plus whatever the other friends sent. I message back. "So you made 18 grand extra. Where did that go?" Living expenses, rent, food. Life is expensive. "And Crit? What did he contribute?" No reply. I message again. "Namphon. What did Crit contribute?" She goes, "He supported me emotionally. He was there for me. That's worth more than money." And I laugh. Actually laugh out loud. Because that's such bollocks. Emotional support, right. He got to live with a university-educated girlfriend with a master's degree, while 3 foreign blokes paid for it. Fair play to him. Honestly. Lad didn't spend a penny and got the girlfriend with 2 degrees. I message her one more time. "Did you ever care about me? Any of us, or were we just ATMs?" She takes an hour to reply. When she does, it's a voice message. She sounds tired. "Marty, I liked you." "I did. You're funny. You're kind. You helped me when I needed it. I'm grateful. But I have a life. I have Crit. I have a future here. You were always going to go back to England. Brad was always going to stay in America. Robert was always going to stay in Manchester. We were never going to be together. You knew that. I knew that. So yes, you helped me. And I appreciated it. But it wasn't love. It was friendship. With benefits. For both of us. Friendship with benefits. For both of us. She's not wrong. I got to visit Thailand. Got to hang out with a smart, attractive woman. Half my age. Got to feel like I was doing something good. Got to feel young. Got to feel like I mattered. And she got her education funded. Fair trade? Maybe. If I'd known about Brad and Robert. If I'd known about Crit. If I'd gone into it knowing I was one of several investors in her future. But I didn't know. And that's the bit that feels off. I message her back. "I wish you'd been honest." She replies, "I wish you'd asked." And that's it. That's the conversation. No big blow-up. No screaming. No drama. Just disappointing clarity. I screenshot the whole thing. Send it to Daz. He replies, "So what now? You going to tell Brad and Robert?" I think about it. Part of me wants to message them. Tell them they're not special. Tell them about Crit. About each other. Watch the whole thing collapse. But what's the point? Brad probably knows deep down. Robert definitely knows. We all probably knew. We just didn't want to admit it. Because admitting it means admitting we paid 28 grand combined for a young woman's education while her boyfriend reaped the benefits. And that makes us look like mugs. So we don't ask, we don't dig. We just send the money and enjoy the fantasy that we're special, that we matter, that we're helping someone who actually cares. I don't message Brad. Don't message Robert. I just block Namphon on everything. Facebook, Line, email. Done. A week later, Brad posts on Facebook. Photo of him and Namphon at a restaurant in Bangkok. Caption says, treating my favourite graduate to dinner. So proud. I almost comment. Almost say, mate, she's got a boyfriend and you're sponsor number 2. But I don't. Because maybe he's happy. Maybe he knows and doesn't care. Maybe 12 grand over 2 years is worth it to him to feel like he matters to someone. Who am I to ruin that? 2 months after that, I'm scrolling Facebook again and I see Robert's posted a photo. Him and Namphon at a beach in Phuket. She's in a bikini. He's in board shorts looking like someone's awkward uncle. Caption says, supporting her well-deserved holiday after all that hard work. And I think, mate, you're sponsor number 3. You paid for her master's reading materials while her boyfriend Crit gets to sleep next to someone with 2 degrees. But again, maybe he's happy. Maybe that's enough. I told Daz about it. He said, so you're not angry? I said, nah, not really, I don't know, I feel stupid. But also she did actually get 2 degrees. That happened. The education was real. So did I get scammed? Or did I just get played? He said, what's the difference? Scammed means she lied about what the money was for. Played means she just didn't tell me everything. He said, and which one is it? I said, I genuinely don't know, mate. And I still don't. So back to the bag of nails, yeah? Me and Daz having a pint. He's heard the whole story now. He's sitting there shaking his head. He goes, 12 grand though, Mark. I go, yeah, for someone else's girlfriend to go to uni. Yep, that's rough, mate. I take a sip of my pint. Is it though? He looks at me like I've lost it. What do you mean, is it? Of course it's rough. You got mugged off. Did I? And this is where it gets philosophical, which is weird for a Tuesday night at a Bristol pub. But here we are. I go, right, so she went to uni. Actually went. Got 2 degrees. Real degrees. I saw the graduation photos, the certificates. All of it. The education happened. Daz goes, yeah, but... I go, and I knew she wasn't my girlfriend. Not really. We never said we were together. We never had that chat. I just assumed because we slept together a few times, and I was sending money that we had something. You did have something. Yeah, I had a fantasy. I had this idea that I was special, that I mattered to her, that I was helping her build a life, and maybe one day I'd be part of that life. But that was my fantasy. She never said any of that. I just made it up in my head. Daz goes quiet. Then he goes, you're being too nice about this. Maybe I am. I don't know. But here's the thing. I'm 49 years old. I'm not married. I've got no kids. I've spent my whole life doing what I want. Going to gigs, playing video games, building websites, living free. And that's brilliant. I love my life. But sometimes it's lonely. Sometimes you want to feel like you matter to someone. Like you're not just some bloke in Bristol coding websites and getting pissed at the pub. Namphon made me feel like I mattered. For 2 years I had someone to message, someone to video call, someone who smiled when they saw me, someone who said thank you when I helped. That felt good. Was it real? Not really. But was it worth 12 grand? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Daz goes, you going to go back to Thailand? I go, nah, probably not. Because of her? Nah, just, it was fun while it lasted. But now it feels a bit hollow, you know? Like I was walking around thinking I had this connection with someone, and it turns out I was just a bank account with a nice smile. That's harsh. It's true though, innit? I finish my pint. Order another one. Daz does the same. We sit there for a bit, just drinking, not saying much. Then Daz goes, what if she messages you again, asks for more money? I laugh. She won't. How do you know? Because I blocked her on everything. And anyway, she's got her degrees now. She's got a good job, she's got Crit. She's got Brad sending her money for holidays. She's got Robert treating her to beach trips. She doesn't need me anymore. I was the education fund, that job's done. Daz shakes his head. You're taking this really well. Am I? I don't feel devastated. I don't feel destroyed. I just feel a bit stupid. A bit embarrassed. A bit like I should have seen it coming but chose not to look. Because here's what I've learned. You can't buy someone caring about you. You can pay for their time. You can pay for their company. You can pay for their education, apparently. But you can't buy them actually giving a shit. Nam Phon didn't give a shit about me. Not really. She liked me. She appreciated me. She was grateful. But she didn't give a shit. And that's fine. I'm not angry about it. I'm just disappointed that I convinced myself otherwise. The 12 grand? Whatever. I make decent money. I'll make it back. I'm not going to end up homeless or bankrupt or anything. It was 2 years of sending a few £100 here and there. It hurt my pride more than my bank account. What hurts more is knowing I was one of 3. That's the ego bit. That's the part that makes me feel like a mug. Because I thought I was special. Thought I was the only one helping. Thought I mattered. But I was just sponsor number 3. The bronze medal of her education funding. Brad got gold. Robert got silver. I got also supporting this campaign. Fair play to her though. Seriously. She managed 3 blokes in different countries. Kept us all separate. Kept us all happy. Kept us all sending money. And she actually used it for education. She didn't blow it on handbags or holidays or whatever. She got 2 degrees. That's impressive. That's proper project management. She played us, but she played us smart. I told my sister about it. She laughed her head off, said, "Marty, you're an idiot." I said, "Yeah, I know." She said, "But at least you helped someone get an education. That's not the worst thing you could have spent 12 grand on." And she's right. I've wasted money on dumber things. I bought a sports car once that broke down after 6 months. I've dropped thousands on music gear I never use. 12 grand on someone's education? Could be worse. Doesn't mean I'm not a mug. Just means I'm a mug who accidentally did something vaguely charitable. I haven't been back to Thailand. Don't think I will. Not because I hate it. Just because it doesn't feel the same. I used to go there and feel alive, feel young, feel like I mattered. Now it just feels like a reminder that I paid 12 grand to be someone's 3rd choice sponsor. My mates ask me about Nam Phon sometimes. I tell them we're not in touch anymore. They ask why, I say it ran its course. They don't push it. They probably assume it was just a holiday fling that fizzled out. I don't tell them I funded her master's degree while her boyfriend lived rent-free in the life I paid for. That's too embarrassing. That makes me sound pathetic. And maybe I am a bit, but I'm all right with it. I'm 49. I've done dumber things. I'll probably do dumber things in the future. This is just another story to tell at the pub when someone asks why I don't date anymore. Yeah, I funded a Thai girl's university education while she had a boyfriend and 2 other sponsors. Didn't find out till I saw the graduation photos on Facebook. 12 grand. Good times. Daz reckons I should write to Brad and Robert. Warn them. Tell them they're not alone. But what's the point? They're grown men. They can figure it out themselves. Or not. Maybe they're happy being sponsors. Maybe that's enough for them. Who am I to ruin that? I check Facebook sometimes. Nam Phon's profile is private now. Can't see her photos anymore. Probably blocked me. But Brad still posts photos, him and Nam Phon at restaurants, at temples, at events, still treating her, still funding her life, still thinking he's special. Good luck to him. Hope it makes him happy. Robert stopped posting about her. Maybe he figured it out. Maybe he moved on. Maybe he died. I don't know. Don't really care. I'm just Marty. 49-year-old IT contractor from Bristol. Never married. No kids. Spent 12 grand on a Thai girl's education while she had a boyfriend. Got played. Got over it. Still going to gigs. Still coding websites. Still getting pissed at the pub with Daz. Life goes on, innit? And that's Marty's story. He sent 12 grand over 2 years to help Nam Phon get through university and her master's degree. Everything was real. The degrees happened. The university was legit. She just didn't mention she had 2 other sponsors and a boyfriend named Crit who contributed nothing and got everything. Marty's not angry. He's not bitter. He's just a 49-year-old geezer from Bristol who learned that you can't buy someone caring about you. He's still in Bristol, still doing IT contracting, still having pints with Daz, and he's not going back to Thailand anytime soon. Was it a scam or was it just not volunteering information? Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you've got your own story, we are here for it. This is my expat stories. Stay smart out there.